I can't get over the horrible thing that happened today.
Aw, what's wrong, Leo?
A foreign exchange student from India, named Zahir, joined the chess club.
And that's horrible because?
Well, for a couple reasons. He talks funny and doesn't get what I'm saying much. I kept getting frustrated trying to explain the rules to him. And to be honest, I have no idea if he understood or not. I'm getting worried that he's gonna slow our team down. What if he makes us lose during tournaments?
You're gonna have to get over that. He's a member of the club now, and you're just gonna have to be patient. Imagine what would happen if you were in his place. What if we moved to India and you wanted to join his club? Besides, Zahir might become really good at chess faster than you think.
Well, he did seem to be picking up things quickly. I wasn't expecting him to be a decent player. Like, do kids from India even know how to play chess?
Wow. Do you actually hear the words that are coming out of your mouth? You're being prejudiced.
Stop calling me names!
You're being biased. Having a strong opinion about someone before you really know them is the definition of prejudice. I think we're gonna need the history app, and quick. Maybe someone from the past can knock some sense into you.
Where are we? It kind of looks like something's gonna be built here.
The app brought us to Virginia in 1791. Hey, let's see if that gentleman over there can help us figure out where we are.
Well, hello, children. What brings you to our site today? Curious to see what we've plotted out so far?
We are. Hello, sir. My name is Layla.
And my name is Leo. We're from the future. It looks like you're working on something that'll be really important.
Important indeed. My name is Benjamin Banneker, and you've arrived at what I know will be a very important place in our country's history. We've been plotting the boundary points for a brand new federal city which will serve as our country's capital.
Layla, do you think we're standing at the beginnings of Washington, D.C.?
Maybe. Let's see if we can learn some more. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Banneker. Did you have to study construction for a long time to get to do this?
Actually, in all of my studies, construction was not something I focused on. I was lucky growing up since both of my parents were not slaves when I was born, unlike most black people of my time. Before I was born, my father suffered terribly as a slave, like many others, and he worked from dawn till dusk under horrible conditions. My mother's mother was an indentured servant who knew how to read. After working for many years, she was finally freed. Luckily for me, when I was young, she gave me the gift of reading. After I attended school for a short period, I continued reading and learning, and I became self-taught.
That takes a lot of discipline. Sounds like you're lucky and hardworking. A great combination.
You're right. I was always curious about the world around me, so much so that I taught myself all about mathematics and astronomy. I even learned how to predict solar and lunar eclipses. I often borrowed as many books as I could get my hands on and learned about as many different subjects as possible.
Mr. Banneker, you've had a really interesting life.
It's true. My family and I have overcome many obstacles, and we continue to persevere. It isn't easy, though. We still face prejudice, and slavery is practiced everywhere around us. America was founded on the idea that everybody should be treated equally, and when people who look like me face prejudice, America is betraying its principles.
You're right, Mr. Banneker. Prejudice hurts everyone. It's really horrible that people judged you just because of the color of your skin. It's important to treat everyone with respect and fairness, just like we would want to be treated.
Yes, Layla, but I didn't let people like that keep me down. I sought out those who could help me succeed and did everything I could to place myself in a situation that would open doors for me. I became really close with the well-known L.L.C family. They were Quakers who always encouraged me to pursue my studies. Although there are many people who are prejudiced, thankfully, there are also people like them who support me.
How did the L.L.C family help you?
When my friend Andrew L.L.C was appointed by President George Washington to oversee the mapping out of the country's capital, Andrew brought me on board. He knew my advanced understanding of mathematics, as well as my knowledge of latitude and longitude, would come in handy to plan out where the country's new capital should be.
I'm so glad to hear that there are people out there who are willing to stand up against prejudice. Leo, did you hear that? It sounds like the L.L.C family helped Mr. Banneker, and his great work proved to be useful to everyone.
It certainly did. I've met some very important people, and am thinking about even writing a letter to our current Secretary of State, Thomas Jefferson.
Ooh, we've met Thomas Jefferson. What are you planning on telling him?
I have a lot to say to Secretary Jefferson. First, I would like to share some of the almanacs I've been working on.
Alma what?
Almanacs. An almanac is a handbook usually published every year containing information on different topics. Mine will include some of my own astronomical calculations, some information about ocean tides, which fishermen will find helpful, as well as opinion pieces about literature and current events.
Layla, I can't believe you don't know what an almanac is. Do you ever read?
Now you're calling me out?
Please stop fighting, children. We have big injustices to fight here. Actually, maybe you can help me. I want to challenge Secretary Jefferson to fulfill the promise he wrote about in the Declaration of Independence.
We'd love to help you. What's on your mind?
I would like to remind him of the words he himself wrote, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. I find it most upsetting that so many people are enslaved and not treated equally. I want to remind him of his words and challenge him to reconsider freeing the slaves in his captivity. I hope that the words he has written would lead America to do the right thing.
You should definitely write to him. You see, Mr. Banneker, by our time, slavery is abolished and fully understood as evil, and prejudice is known as a terrible thing. I hope that knowing that things will get better encourages you to keep doing what you're doing. Right, Leo?
Yeah, you're right. Also, Mr. Banneker, you might be encouraged to know that the land that you're working on will one day become the capital of the greatest, freest, and most prosperous country in the world. You're literally laying the groundwork for a better future.
Thank you so much for encouraging me, Leo. Knowing that my work will have such an impact on the future is humbling. And Layla, what you said is even more encouraging. You know, people in my time are being judged by the color of our skin. Hearing from you that America will grow out of this terrible prejudice is comforting. All I ask is to be treated fairly and equally, to be acknowledged for the quality of my achievements without mentioning the color of my skin.
You should be encouraged, Mr. Banneker. A famous civil rights activist by the name of Martin Luther King Jr. will give a speech in the future that shares your feelings. He'll say that people should not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Leo, Layla, you really helped me today. Martin Luther King Jr. sounds like a wise man and a man who believes in the true potential of the principles this nation was founded upon. I will continue persevering, knowing that the true American dream is worth fighting for.
You're right. We need to remember our principles. It's really bad that people treat you with prejudice, Mr. Banneker. And Layla's right, too. I guess I'm guilty of being kind of prejudiced against someone back home.
I'm glad you've come to that realization, Leo. You now have the chance to make things right when you get home.
I will!
Leo, it sounds like we should go back home so you can help Zahir make friends at your chess club.
You said it, Sits! Let's go!
We all have important work to do. Let's get right to it.
Goodbye! How did today go, Leo?
It went well! I apologized to Zahir, which I think he understood. I realize now that I underestimated him, kinda like how people underestimated Mr. Banneker. Zahir seems really excited to be a part of our club and is really picking things up quickly. Plus, he's really fun to hang out with.
That's great to hear. I'm proud of you for doing the right thing. That must feel really good.
Yeah, it does.
What is Stelara, ustekinumab? Stelara is a prescription medicine used to treat adults and children 6 years and older with moderate to severe psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills, systemic therapy, or phototherapy, treatment using ultraviolet light alone or with pills. Adults and children 6 years and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Adults 18 years and older with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease. Adults 18 years and older with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Important safety information. Stelara is a prescription medicine that affects your immune system. Stelara can increase your chance of having serious side effects, including serious infections. Stelara may lower your ability to fight infections and may increase your risk of infections. While taking Stelara, some people have serious infections which may require hospitalization, including tuberculosis, TB, and infections caused by bacteria, fungi, or viruses. Your doctor should check you for TB before starting Stelara and watch you closely for signs and symptoms of TB during treatment with Stelara. If your doctor feels that you are at risk for TB, you may be treated for TB before and during treatment with Stelara. You should not start taking Stelara if you have any kind of infection unless your doctor says it is okay. Before starting Stelara, tell your doctor if you think you have an infection or have symptoms of an infection such as fever, sweats, or chills, muscle aches, cough, shortness of breath, blood and phlegm, weight loss, warm, red, or painful skin or sores on your body, diarrhea or stomach pain, burning when you urinate or urinate more often than normal, feel very tired, are being treated for an infection or have any open cuts, get a lot of infections or have infections that keep coming back, have TB or have been in close contact with someone with TB. After starting Stelara, call your doctor right away if you have any symptoms of an infection, see above. These may be signs of infections such as chest infections or skin infections or shingles that could have serious complications. Stelara can make you more likely to get infections or make an infection that you have worse. People who have a genetic problem where the body does not make any of the proteins interleukin-12, IL-12, and interleukin-23, IL-23, are at a higher risk for certain serious infections that can spread throughout the body and cause death. People who take Stelara may also be more likely to get these infections. Cancers. Stelara may decrease the activity of your immune system and increase your risk for certain types of cancer. Tell your doctor if you have ever had any type of cancer. Some people who had risk factors for skin cancer developed certain types of skin cancers while receiving Stelara. Tell your doctor if you have any new skin growths. Posterior reversible encephalopathy syndrome, PRES. PRES is a rare condition that affects the brain and can cause death. The cause of PRES is not known. If PRES is found early and treated, most people recover. Tell your doctor right away if you have any new or worsening medical problems, including headache, seizures, confusion, and vision problems. Serious allergic reactions. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Stop using Stelara and get medical help right away if you have any symptoms of a serious allergic reaction, such as feeling faint, swelling of your face, eyelids, tongue, or throat, chest tightness, or skin rash. Lung inflammation. Cases of lung inflammation have happened in some people who receive Stelara and may be serious. These lung problems may need to be treated in a hospital. Tell your doctor right away if you develop shortness of breath or a cough that doesn't go away during treatment with Stelara. Before receiving Stelara, tell your doctor about all of your medical conditions, including if you have any of the conditions or symptoms listed above for serious infections, cancers, or PRES. Ever had an allergic reaction to Stelara or any of its ingredients? Ask your doctor if you are not sure. Are allergic to latex? The needle cover on the pre-filled syringe contains latex. Have recently received or are scheduled to receive an immunization, vaccine. People who take Stelara should not receive live vaccines. Tell your doctor if anyone in your house needs a live vaccine. The viruses used in some types of live vaccines can spread to people with a weakened immune system and can cause serious problems. You should not receive the BCG vaccine during the 1 year before receiving Stelara or 1 year after you stop receiving Stelara. Have any new or changing lesions within psoriasis areas or on normal skin. Are receiving or have received allergy shots, especially for serious allergic reactions. Receive or have received phototherapy for your psoriasis. Are pregnant or plan to become pregnant. It is not known if Stelara can harm your unborn baby. You and your doctor should decide if you will receive Stelara. Received Stelara while you were pregnant. It is important that you tell your baby's healthcare provider before any vaccinations are given to your baby. Are breastfeeding or plan to breastfeed. Stelara can pass into your breast milk. Talk to your doctor about the best way to feed your baby if you receive Stelara. Tell your doctor about all the medicines you take, including prescription and over-the-counter medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements. Know the medicines you take. Keep a list of them to show your doctor and pharmacist when you get a new medicine. When prescribed Stelara, use Stelara exactly as your doctor tells you to. Stelara is intended for use under the guidance and supervision of your doctor. In children 6 years and older, it is recommended that Stelara be administered by a healthcare provider. If your doctor decides that you or a caregiver may give your injections of Stelara at home, you should receive training on the right way to prepare and inject Stelara. Your doctor will determine the right dose of Stelara for you, the amount for each injection, and how often you should receive it. Do not try to inject Stelara yourself until you or your caregiver have been shown how to inject Stelara by your doctor or nurse. Common side effects of Stelara include nasal congestion, sore throat and runny nose, upper respiratory infections, fever, headache, tiredness, itching, nausea and vomiting, redness at the injection site, vaginal yeast infections, urinary tract infections, sinus infection, bronchitis, diarrhea, stomach pain, and joint pain. These are not all of the possible side effects with Stelara. Tell your doctor about any side effect that you experience. Ask your doctor or pharmacist for more information. Please read the full prescribing information and medication guide for Stelara and discuss any questions you have with your doctor. You are encouraged to report negative side effects of prescription drugs to the FDA. Visit www.fda.gov/medwatch or call 1-800-FDA-1088.
Thanks for time traveling with Leo and Layla. PragerU Kids really cares about teaching American values and history to awesome kids like you. So watch more at PragerUkids.com. And parents, don't forget to subscribe.